Playboi Carti is coming off another impressive album drop this year with music, plus award show performances and going on tour. So let's be real, when he said I am music, he wasn't just flexing. The numbers, the vibe, unmatched. And if you've been following the Carti universe, then you know this wasn't just a comeback. This was a cultural shift, again. But over the past few years, Carti hasn't been solely focused on himself. He's been expanding his now very formidable label Opium. Signing artists like Carson and Destroy Lonely, Carti not only helps create the rage rap genre, but also helps secure a viable future for it. This is how Opium came to be. Alright, let's rewind for a second. Carti's music debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200. That's 4 years since Whole Lotta Red, and somehow he's louder than ever. Why? Because it's not just an album, it's a statement. But to really get it, you gotta go back to the Atlanta underground. Way before the vamp fits and aesthetics, Carti was uploading tracks under the name Sir Cartier in 2013. By 2014, he linked with Awful Records, and then came with heaters like Broke Boy and Fetty. The beats and flows were experimental, but the potential, crazy. Then came 2017, Magnolia, Woke Up Like This, his self-titled debut, a cultural reset. And it was here that the Pierre Bourne era began. Carti's sound got slicker, polarizing, and more hypnotic. 2018's Die Lit made it official. Carti wasn't just a rapper, he was a vibe. Then toward the end of the 2010s, Carti made 2 major moves that helped solidify him as one of hip-hop's trendsetters. In 2019, Playboi Carti founded Opium Records, a label that debuted other like-sounding artists to help push hip-hop's newest sonics into the forefront. Then, boom, 2020. Whole Lotta Red, Carti's 3rd album, drops on Christmas, and the fan base splits. Baby voice, short tracks, people were confused, maybe even mad, but that chaos, it inspired a new wave. That album didn't follow trends, it created one. Then came Carti's Opium signees, all Atlanta natives, all artists who were like Carti in their drive to make a name for themselves in the ATL. Carson was the first to sign, and the first rapper to drop a project under Carti's imprint. Ken met Carti through Atlanta's then bubbling underground hip-hop scene during the mid to late 20s, and it seemed like magic from the jump. After inking a deal with Opium, he explained how the label was far more than music.
Like, what does Opium mean? Like, what does that mean to you guys? Like, what is...
Opium is a label.
It's a lifestyle. Label.
Yeah, facts. Opium. You know what Opium is? Opium fire.
Get you geek.
Yeah. Yeah, Opium. High lifestyle. King X, Young Opium.
So the music is like, it's just like a high, like...
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Fact.
Yeah.
In 2021, Carson released Project X, and then returned a year later with X. Both exemplified Ken's ability to differentiate from Carti's style and create one with distinctive distortion that had fans loving it and his fan base growing. Then came Destroy Lonely's signing to Opium in 2021. The Atlanta native also had no trouble putting his name on the map after similarly meeting Carti via Atlanta hip-hop circle. While he had already dropped projects previous to the Opium debut, nothing hit like No Stylist. The 2022 LP is a masterclass in rage rap, and along with Ken, took Carti's foundation and built their own crazy soundscapes on top. That bond is something Lonely touched on recently.
It's a great feeling to be a part of something so amazing. I really appreciate my big brother Carti and my brother Ken a lot, and Homicide Gang. But Carti and Ken just helped me as an artist. Carti fucking changed my life, and Ken was right there with me through it. So it's like, the shit is like, it's bigger than that to me. These folks is my family. I don't really see myself ever doing or being anywhere else, like, but with them. And I don't know, I take it with a grain of salt still too. Like, I just told somebody I still don't even feel it all the way yet. Like, I know what we doing, but like how you said, the biggest group on earth, like that's crazy.
Together, they weren't just repping Opium, they were the genre. They appeared on tour with Carti, and during Carti's music hiatus between 2020 and 2025, his roster kept the label going strong with their own releases. And then there's Homicide Gang. The duo consisting of Homicide Benno and Homicide Michi has flown a little more under the radar, but has still had an impact on Opium's aesthetics. Out of Atlanta, like the rest of the Opium roster, the pair's ability to put on energetic performances with their distinctive rage trap sound helped them get a deal with Opium in 2021. From there, Homicide Gang dropped Homicide Lifestyle, an Opium-defining release that revealed the duo's high-energy, punk-inspired aesthetic and drew comparisons to Carti's polarizing Whole Lotta Red. During a 2022 interview with Kids Take Over, Homicide Gang spoke about how their bond with Carti was instant, and how they redirected their energy in the streets to the music.
Everything was just different. Because we weren't used to that environment. We used to gang spot, you know what I'm saying? Just going to the studio, being around that, it was just different.
Carti himself spoke about his label during a cover story interview for XXL's 2022 spring issue. He explained, Ken and Lonely, they are two kids who grew up where I'm from, and they are family. As they got older, they started rapping. I met Homicide about 3 years ago, and when I first got with them, my cousins, they good friends with them. Boom, 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 boom. I had Benno with me every day, and one day he just sent me a song, and I was like, wow, they're superstars. I love them. They have my full focus. That's it. By 2023, underground rap had names that were rising to the top. But Opium stayed more popular than the rest. Why? Because every release felt like a moment, a cultural event. Then came 2025. Carti's music album drops, new flows, new soundscapes, even more radio appeal. Rather Lie with The Weeknd, instant classic. Tracks like I See You, Baby Boy, straight up alien energy. But again, that energy plays itself into Opium, not just Carti. Ken's 2023 album, More Chaos, is proof of that, as it recently became the first non-Carti Opium album to hit #1. What Carti started, it's not just a label. It's not just rage rap, it's a movement. And Opium is running it. So it begs the question, is Playboi Carti the most influential rapper of this era with the most influential label? Well, one thing's for sure, this is just the start. Hit the comments, all right? We want to hear your take. Visit the XXL store to buy merch. Hit subscribe to see more videos from XXL.